Welcome. Today, we're diving into the concept of progressive overload, a fundamental principle for anyone looking to make real progress in their fitness journey. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, understanding progressive overload can help you break through plateaus and achieve your goals more efficiently. In this video, we'll explore what progressive overload means, why it's important, and how you can apply it to your workouts. We'll also discuss practical tips, common mistakes, and how to track your progress. Let's get started by defining what progressive overload actually is and why it matters for building strength and muscle. Progressive overload is the gradual increase of stress placed upon the body during exercise training. This means consistently challenging your muscles by increasing the weight, reps, sets, or intensity over time. The body adapts to the demands you place on it. So if you keep doing the same workout with the same weights, your progress will eventually stall. By applying progressive overload, you ensure your muscles are always being pushed to adapt and grow stronger. This principle is the backbone of effective strength training and muscle building, and it applies to all fitness levels. Why is progressive overload so important? Simply put, it's the key to continuous improvement. When you challenge your muscles with more resistance or higher intensity, they respond by getting stronger and bigger. Without progressive overload, your body becomes efficient at handling the same workload and your gains plateau. This principle doesn't just apply to lifting weights, it's relevant for endurance, flexibility, and even skill-based activities. By understanding and applying progressive overload, you can keep making progress and avoid stagnation in your fitness routine. When you exercise, especially with resistance training, you create tiny tears in your muscle fibers. Your body repairs these tears, making the muscles stronger and sometimes larger in the process. This adaptation is your body's way of preparing for future stress. If you keep the stress the same, your muscles have no reason to adapt further. That's why progressive overload is crucial. It keeps your body guessing and adapting, leading to ongoing improvements in strength, size, and endurance. There are several ways to apply progressive overload to your workouts. The most common method is increasing the weight you lift. But you can also increase the number of repetitions, add more sets, reduce rest time between sets, or increase the frequency of your workouts. Even changing the tempo of your lifts or improving your exercise technique can contribute to progressive overload. The key is to make small, consistent changes that challenge your body over time. One of the simplest ways to apply progressive overload is by increasing the weight you use in your exercises. For example, if you're used to bench pressing 50 pounds, try moving up to 55 pounds once you can complete your sets with good form. Small increments are best to avoid injury and ensure steady progress. Remember, it's not about lifting the heaviest weights right away, but about gradually increasing the load as your strength improves. Another effective way to apply progressive overload is by increasing the number of repetitions you perform in each set. If you usually do 8 reps, try pushing for 9 or 10 as you get stronger. This method is especially useful for bodyweight exercises or when you don't have access to heavier weights. Just like with weight increases, make sure you maintain proper form to maximize benefits and minimize risk. Increasing the number of sets you perform for each exercise is another way to challenge your muscles. For example, if you typically do 3 sets of squats, try adding a 4th set. This increases the total volume of work your muscles must handle, encouraging further adaptation. As always, listen to your body and avoid overtraining by adding sets gradually. Shortening the rest period between sets is another way to increase the intensity of your workouts. By reducing rest time, you force your muscles to work harder and adapt to the increased demand. For example, if you usually rest for 90 seconds, try cutting it down to 60 seconds. This method can also improve your cardiovascular fitness and endurance. You can also apply progressive overload by increasing how often you train a particular muscle group or perform a specific exercise. For example, if you train legs once a week, try adding a second session. This gives your muscles more opportunities to adapt and grow. However, be mindful of recovery. Your body needs time to repair and strengthen between workouts. Altering the speed at which you perform your exercises can also create progressive overload. Slowing down the eccentric lowering phase of a lift, for example, increases time under tension and challenges your muscles in a new way. This method can be especially useful when you can't increase weight or reps. Just make sure to control your movements and avoid using momentum. Sometimes, progressive overload isn't about adding more weight or reps, but about improving your technique. Performing exercises with better form ensures you're targeting the right muscles and reducing the risk of injury. As your technique improves, you'll be able to handle more challenging variations and heavier loads safely. To effectively apply progressive overload, it's important to track your workouts. Keep a log of the weights you use, the number of reps and sets, and any changes you make to your routine. This helps you see where you're improving and where you might need to push harder. Tracking progress also keeps you motivated and accountable as you work toward your fitness goals. Setting realistic and achievable goals is essential for making steady progress. Instead of aiming for huge jumps in weight or reps, focus on small, consistent improvements. This approach reduces the risk of injury and helps you build confidence as you see regular progress. Remember, fitness is a marathon, not a sprint. While progressive overload is important, it's equally crucial to listen to your body. If you're feeling fatigued, experiencing pain, or noticing signs of overtraining, it's okay to take a step back. Rest and recovery are vital parts of the process, allowing your muscles to repair and grow stronger. Pushing too hard can lead to injury and setbacks. Many people make mistakes when trying to apply progressive overload. Some increase the weight too quickly, leading to poor form and injury. Others neglect rest and recovery, or fail to track their progress. Avoid these pitfalls by making gradual changes, prioritizing good technique, and giving your body time to adapt. Consistency and patience are key. How do you know if progressive overload is working? Look for signs like increased strength, improved endurance, and the ability to handle more challenging workouts. You might also notice changes in muscle size or definition. Remember, progress can be slow and sometimes subtle, so celebrate every improvement, no matter how small. Everyone hits a plateau at some point, where progress seems to stall. This is normal, and often a sign that your body has adapted to your current routine. To break through a plateau, try changing your exercises, increasing intensity, or adjusting your workout frequency. Sometimes, simply taking a short break can help reset your progress. If you're new to exercise, start with basic movements and focus on mastering good form. Apply progressive overload by gradually increasing reps or sets before adding more weight. Beginners often see rapid progress at first, but it's important to build a solid foundation before pushing too hard. Consistency and patience will pay off in the long run. For advanced lifters, progressive overload can become more challenging as gains slow down. Focus on fine-tuning your technique, experimenting with advanced training methods, and making smaller, more precise adjustments to your routine. Advanced lifters may benefit from periodization, where training intensity and volume are varied over time to maximize progress. Progressive overload isn't just for strength training, it applies to cardio as well. You can increase the intensity of your cardio workouts by running faster, increasing the incline, or extending the duration. Over time, your cardiovascular system adapts, leading to improved endurance and performance. You can also apply progressive overload to flexibility training. Gradually increase the duration or intensity of your stretches, or try more advanced movements as your flexibility improves. This approach helps you continue making gains and avoid hitting a plateau in your mobility work. Athletes use progressive overload to improve their performance in sports. By gradually increasing the intensity, duration, or complexity of their training, they build strength, speed, and skill. This principle is used in everything from running and swimming to team sports like soccer and basketball. Proper nutrition and recovery are essential for making the most of progressive overload. Your body needs fuel to repair and build muscle after challenging workouts. Make sure you're eating enough protein, staying hydrated, and getting plenty of sleep. Recovery strategies like stretching, foam rolling, and rest days help prevent injury and support long-term progress. Consistency is the secret ingredient to success with progressive overload. Making small improvements over time adds up to significant results. Even if progress feels slow, sticking with your routine and making steady changes will help you reach your goals. Remember, it's better to be consistent with moderate effort than to go all out and burn out quickly. You don't need a gym to apply progressive overload. At home, you can increase reps, sets, or use household items as weights. Try more challenging variations of bodyweight exercises, or reduce rest time to keep your workouts effective. The principles remain the same. Keep challenging your body to adapt and grow. Resistance bands are a great tool for progressive overload, especially at home. You can increase resistance by using thicker bands or combining multiple bands together. Bands also allow for a wide range of exercises and can help you target different muscle groups effectively. Bodyweight exercises can be made more challenging by progressing to harder variations. For example, move from knee push-ups to standard push-ups, and then to decline or one-arm push-ups. This keeps your muscles adapting and ensures you continue making progress, even without added weights. Progressive overload is beneficial for people of all ages, including older adults. It helps maintain muscle mass, bone density, and overall health. Start with light resistance and focus on safe, controlled movements. Gradually increase the challenge as your strength and confidence grow. Younger individuals can also benefit from progressive overload. but it's important to prioritize proper technique and avoid excessive weight. Focus on bodyweight exercises and gradually introduce resistance as skills improve. This sets the foundation for lifelong fitness and healthy habits. If you're recovering from an injury, you can still use progressive overload, but with modifications. Work with a healthcare professional to design a safe program. Focus on gradual increases in activity, and listen closely to your body's feedback. Recovery may take time, but steady progress is possible with patience and care. Progressive overload isn't just about physical gains, it also boosts mental strength. Setting and achieving small goals builds confidence and resilience. Over time, you'll develop a growth mindset, learning to embrace challenges and celebrate progress, both in and out of the gym. Seeing progress, no matter how small, can be incredibly motivating. Progressive overload provides clear markers of improvement, helping you stay engaged and excited about your workouts. Celebrate your achievements and use them as fuel to keep pushing forward. Group fitness classes can also incorporate progressive overload. Instructors often increase intensity, add new movements, or encourage participants to push a little harder each week. Training with others can boost motivation and make the process more enjoyable. Technology can make tracking progressive overload easier. Fitness apps, smartwatches, and wearable devices help you monitor your workouts, set goals, and analyze trends over time. These tools provide valuable feedback and help you stay consistent with your training. Progressive overload is backed by science. Studies show that gradually increasing the demands on your muscles leads to greater strength and muscle growth. This principle is used by athletes, physical therapists, and fitness professionals worldwide because it's proven to work. Understanding the science can help you trust the process and stay committed. Applying progressive overload correctly can actually help prevent injuries. By making gradual changes and focusing on good technique, you strengthen muscles, tendons, and ligaments. This prepares your body for greater challenges and reduces the risk of strains or overuse injuries. A deload is a planned reduction in training intensity, or volume. It gives your body a chance to recover and adapt, especially after several weeks of hard training. Deloads can help prevent burnout and keep you progressing in the long run. Listen to your body and schedule deloads as needed. Progressive overload can also support fat loss. As you build muscle and increase workout intensity, your body burns more calories both during and after exercise. Combined with a healthy diet, this approach can help you achieve a leaner, stronger physique. If your goal is to build muscle, progressive overload is non-negotiable. By consistently challenging your muscles with heavier weights or more volume, you stimulate growth and strength. Pair this approach with proper nutrition and recovery for the best results. Building strength is all about challenging your muscles with increasing resistance. Progressive overload ensures you're always pushing your limits, leading to steady gains in strength over time. This principle is at the heart of every effective strength training program. Endurance athletes also benefit from progressive overload. By gradually increasing the duration or intensity of their training, they improve stamina and performance. This approach is used by runners, cyclists, swimmers, and anyone looking to go the distance. Regularly challenging yourself with progressive overload can have positive effects on mental health. Exercise releases endorphins, reduces stress, and boosts mood. Setting and achieving goals through progressive overload can also improve self-esteem and overall well-being. Let's recap what we've learned about progressive overload. It's the gradual increase of stress on your body to stimulate adaptation and growth. You can apply it by increasing weight, reps, sets, frequency, or intensity. Tracking progress, setting realistic goals, and prioritizing recovery are all essential for success. Remember, consistency and patience are your best allies on this journey. Progressive overload is a powerful tool for anyone looking to improve their fitness, strength, and overall health. By making small, consistent changes and listening to your body, you can achieve incredible results over time. Stay motivated, celebrate your progress, and remember that every step forward counts. Your fitness journey is unique, and with progressive overload, you're always moving in the right direction.